Hello, this is Julie Musial with Musial Marketing. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about email marketing. You know, a lot of people who are new to email marketing, they think that email marketing is using Outlook or Gmail or that kind of thing. I know people that are still doing that. You don't want to do that. Your emails, believe it or not, are not getting to where you think they are. A lot of times you can get blacklisted from email providers if you do that. What email marketing really means is getting an autoresponder such as Infusionsoft or SendPepper, Entreport, Aweber, MailChimp, one of them, and sending out your emails that way. And the reason it's so very important for those of you who watch Jeff Walker. Jeff Walker started out 20 years ago, believe it or not. He just had his 20-year anniversary. And he talks about, and I've studied with Jeff, I've coached with Jeff, I highly respect him. And he talks about how he did not have anything to sell when he started email marketing. He didn't even know what he was doing. Email marketing is so important, and many people wait until they think they have to have the website, they got to have the product, they got to have everything perfect before they start doing email marketing. But in reality, you should start getting your list before you do anything else. Your list is so valuable. You don't want to live on social media because the social media platforms do not belong to you. They belong to Facebook. They belong to Twitter. They belong to LinkedIn. They can change the rules at any time. They can shut you down. What you do own is you own your website, but you also own your list. You don't have to wait until your website or your landing pages or whatever are done to start building your list. You want to start building that list now. So how do you do that? You get something of value that you do. You want to give something away free, whether it be content or a video or a sample or something of free value. The easiest way is to have a free download. So create a really nice report that's valuable to people and give it away for free and tell people to opt in for it. You can start out using, say, MailChimp. For free. They actually have an autoresponder MailChimp, which is for free. If you do an upgrade, you can use a SendPepper, which is a sister product of Entreport. You can get some of these for as cheap as $10. Aweber you can use. And each autoresponder, the more you pay for it, the more bells and whistles. But you don't have to start out expensive. If you want to start out with a really good platform, start out with Entreport, with SendPepper, which is the sister to Entreport. You can start out very inexpensive and then you can upgrade later on to Entreport. So back to email marketing. What you want to do is give away this free valuable piece of information, and you want to get people on your email list. You want them to opt in. You just want to ask them for a couple pieces of information, say their name and their email. Because people today, they're very skeptical. You know, you get tons of email. I do, I'm sure you do too. So you don't want to ask for 10 different fields. Just ask for the 2 fields, the name and the email, in return for the valuable gift that you're going to give. Now, once you do that, you can put it on Facebook, you can put it on Twitter, you can put it on LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you want. Direct people to come to either your landing page or your website. You can have a graphic designer create just a cute little piece of graphic for your item, which says, you know, something about click here to download whatever it is, my free gift. So they click and then they go to a landing page. You want a landing page because the theory behind a landing page is people do nothing when they're overwhelmed or they're distracted or they're looking here or everywhere. So you want them to just look at the landing page, and the landing page tells them what they're going to get. So then they click the download, and it's connected to your autoresponder, and it's easy. If you don't know how to do this yourself, and I really don't suggest you even try to do this yourself, get a virtual assistant to do it for you. You can find them all, you know, they're online. If you'd like a recommendation, let me know. I'll help you get a virtual assistant. Get a virtual assistant to help you hook up an autoresponder. So you've got either your landing page or you've got your graphic on your website. Somebody opts in. They get the free download. It's got a thank you. It says, click here for your gift. You know, I love you. Thank you for loving my stuff. And oh, by the way, I'm going to send you some additional free great information because I know you're going to really like this. And if you don't like the free information, then just simply unsubscribe. So then what happens is, and you can have your VA do this also, you want to do about a series of 8 emails. And you want to do that over a period of time, not too far spread out. If you're trying to sell them something, You don't want it too spread out. So maybe do 8 emails in a 2-week time period. But if you're strictly building your list because you don't have anything to sell yet, you can do, say, 1 or 2 a week, whatever feels right to you. Don't inundate people with emails. You know what you do. I know what I do. When I subscribe for something or download something and I immediately get email after email after email, what do? I unsubscribe. That's what we do. So you want to give them 1 to 2 a week if it's simply for information to build your email list. You want to keep giving them great content. So if your initial download was maybe a document, maybe your second one is a video, maybe your third one is just like the top 10 of whatever they may want. Maybe it's something medical so you can keep, maybe it's a testimonial, maybe it's a case study. If you have a hard time thinking about what you could give, what you may want to do is ask somebody who's not close to your business. Ask them, if you kind of know what I do, what do you think would be valuable for me to give to you? Or the other thing you can do is look at your email. What kind of questions are people asking you? What kind of questions do prospects ask you? That's all, however you would answer that. That's valuable, useful information. One of the things people do is they get too close to their product and they forget how much of an expert you have become, and you don't realize what people need to know. So to build your list, you want to give away that opt-in, whatever the freebie is, whether it's like in Jeff Walker's case, he started giving out, I believe it was something to do with monetary things. I don't think it was a stock market, but something like that. So he was doing this report, and I think it was, he started giving out, like it was either a weekly or a monthly report, valuable content. And what happened, he didn't even know what he was doing at the time. That was 20 years ago. Now we've got all these great tools. I'm talking into a Samsung Galaxy 6 and the quality's great. And I'm going to upload this to Dropbox, and then I'm going to put a logo on the front and a logo on the back, and away we go, and that's it. But so email marketing is very, very critical to your business. You don't want to keep people in the social media platforms. You want to get them off. You want them on email because email's intimate. When you get an autoresponder, you can go into your autoresponder, and let's say you sent one today. So you can go in and you can look at the analytics. The more you pay for an autoresponder, the better the analytics. And you can look at the open rates, you can look at the unsubscribes, and you can see what people are really liking. What people like, do more of it. But build that list. We all start from somewhere. You might think, oh my gosh, I'm too small, I've got nothing. Well, you know what? Everybody starts with nothing, and you build from there. If you'd like to talk more about email marketing, what you want to do is click support@musialmarketing.com. It'll come right to me or my project manager. We'll get back to you. We can set up a phone call. Also, what you can do is go to my website, www.musialmarketing.com, and go to the tab that says consult. And what we'll do is we'll set up a free consultation. So these calls are extremely valuable. I love giving free valuable content. And I only work with people that ask me to work with them. It's not like if you get on the phone with me, it's going to be a sell job. It's not. I really, really want to help you. Email marketing I'm really passionate about it. It's how I built my business. It's how I continue to build my business. And we can talk about email marketing. We can talk about other subjects for your online marketing as well. So I look forward to talking to you, and I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Have a great day.